Think you remember the biggest stars from the 80s and 90s? Let's see if you can recognize these once swooned-over heartthrobs from their current 2025 appearance. We'll show you what they look like today, and you have to guess who they are before we reveal their name and throwback photo. Most viewers only recognize 18 out of 60. Think you can do better? Keep track of your score and drop it in the comments. Ready to test your heartthrob knowledge? Let's go! This rugged face with the thoughtful expression was once the teen rebel who broke hearts in The Outsiders. That's Matt Dillon, who later showed his range in There's Something About Mary and Crash. He's 61 this year. The boyish charm remains intact on this actor despite his battle with Parkinson's disease. That's Michael J. Fox, who took us back to the future and into the family ties of the Keaton household. He's 64 in 2025 and continues his advocacy work. This distinguished gentleman with the familiar smile was once part of Hollywood's Brat Pack. That's Emilio Estevez, who coached the Mighty Ducks and led the Breakfast Club. He's 63 this year. The imposing physique and chiseled features belong to the Swedish action star who punched his way through the 80s and 90s. That's Dolph Lundgren, who told Rocky, "I must break you," as Ivan Drago. At 67, he's still making action films. How many of you recognize so far? The toughest ones are still coming up. This fit and focused man with the intense gaze started as a rapper before becoming a respected actor. That's Mark Wahlberg, who went from Marky Mark to Boogie Nights to The Departed. He's 54 in 2025. The rugged features and penetrating stare belong to TV's most intense counterterrorism agent. That's Kiefer Sutherland, who kept us on the edge of our seats for 24 hours at a time. He's 58 this year. The chiseled features and blonde hair belong to one of Hollywood's most enduring heartthrobs. That's Brad Pitt, who went from sex symbol in Thelma and Louise to Oscar winner for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He's 61 in 2025. The distinctive features and thoughtful expression belong to the actor who gave us Captain Jack Sparrow. That's Johnny Depp, who transformed himself in Edward Scissorhands and the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. He's 62 this year. This thoughtful man with the distinctive look has maintained his zen-like presence for decades. That's Keanu Reeves, who went from Bill and Ted to The Matrix and John Wick. He's 61 in 2025. This silver-haired charmer once swept Julia Roberts off her feet. That's Richard Gere from Pretty Woman and An Officer and a Gentleman. He's 76 this year. This actor with the weathered face and intense expression once directed and starred in Braveheart. That's Mel Gibson, who's 69 in 2025 and still directing and acting. Surprised by how much these heartthrobs have changed? Wait until you see the next batch. This intense gaze and strong features belong to the actor who stood at the bow of the Titanic. That's Leonardo DiCaprio, who finally won his Oscar for The Revenant. He's 50 this year. The rugged good looks and confident bearing belong to the actor who escaped from New York and battled aliens. That's Kurt Russell, who went from Disney child star to action hero to Goldie Hawn's longtime partner. He's 74 in 2025. That laid-back smile and southern charm belong to the actor who had a reconnaissance in the 2010s. That's Matthew McConaughey, who went from rom-coms to an Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club. He's 55 this year. The rugged adventurer with the signature half-smile hasn't lost his charm. That's Harrison Ford, who gave us both Han Solo and Indiana Jones. At 83, he's still flying the Millennium Falcon and cracking the whip. This intense gaze and distinctive eyebrows belong to the actor who gave us one of cinema's most memorable teen rebels. That's Christian Slater, whose Jack Nicholson-esque delivery made him a standout in Heathers and Pump Up the Volume. He's 55 in 2025. The chiseled jawline and boyish good looks belong to the actor who was a founding member of the Brat Pack. That's Rob Lowe, who went from teen heartthrob to The West Wing to ageless wonder. He's 61 this year. How's your score looking? We're not even halfway through yet. This distinguished man with the confident bearing is one of Hollywood's most respected actors. That's Denzel Washington, who won Oscars for Glory and Training Day. He's 70 in 2025. The perfect hair and winning smile belong to TV's favorite uncle. That's John Stamos, who had us saying, "Have mercy," on Full House. He's 62 this year. This silver fox with the charming smile once was TV's hottest ER doctor. That's George Clooney, who went from television heartthrob to Oscar-winning actor and director. He's 64 in 2025. The boyish good looks and bright blue eyes belong to one of the stars of the original Beverly Hills 90210. That's Jason Priestley, who played the wholesome Brandon Walsh. He's 55 this year. The smoldering gaze and Spanish charm belong to the international star who danced the night away in Desperado. That's Antonio Banderas, who also gave us Zorro and the voice of Puss in Boots. He's 65 in 2025. The rugged good looks and easy confidence remain intact on this actor. That's Kevin Costner, who danced with wolves and protected Whitney Houston. At 70, he's found new fame on Yellowstone. The distinctive hair and confident smile belong to TV's most famous lifeguard. That's David Hasselhoff, who ran in slow motion on Baywatch and talked to Kit on Knight Rider. He's 73 this year. Think you're doing well? The real challenge starts now. The intense eyes and expressive face belong to the actor known for his wild performances. That's Nicolas Cage, who went from romantic lead in Moonstruck to action star to internet meme. He's 61 in 2025. The distinctive bald head and strong features belong to the villain from Titanic. That's Billy Zane, who also played the Phantom in the purple suit. He's 59 this year. The thoughtful gaze and strong presence belong to the actor who became a star as Aragorn in The Lord of the Rings. That's Viggo Mortensen, the multilingual actor, poet, and photographer. He's 66 in 2025. The distinguished features and intense stare belong to one of the actors who portrayed James Bond. That's Timothy Dalton, who gave us a darker 007 in the late 80s. He's 79 this year. The silver hair and charming smile belong to another actor who took on the 007 mantle. That's Pierce Brosnan, who revitalized Bond in the 90s before passing the torch. He's 72 in 2025. The friendly smile and kind eyes belong to the actor who battled mummies and jungle perils. That's Brendan Fraser, who made a triumphant comeback and won an Oscar for The Whale. He's 56 this year. The Scottish charm and bright eyes belong to the actor who gave us a young Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's Ewan McGregor, who journeyed from train spotting to a galaxy far, far away. He's 54 in 2025. The chiseled features and intense gaze belong to the British actor who broke hearts in The Talented Mr. Ripley. That's Jude Law, who's gone from pretty boy to character actor. He's 52 this year. Just a few more to go. How many have you gotten right? The thoughtful expression and Irish intensity belong to the actor who gave us memorable performances in The Usual Suspects and Miller's Crossing. That's Gabriel Byrne, whose quiet intensity has made him a director's favorite. He's 75 in 2025. The distinctive voice and enigmatic presence belong to the actor who made us uncomfortable in Sex, Lies, and Videotape and Secretary. That's James Spader, who later dominated TV in Boston Legal and The Blacklist. He's 65 this year. The strong features and intense gaze belong to Julia Roberts' brother and Emma Roberts' father. That's Eric Roberts, whose prolific career spans hundreds of films and TV shows. He's 69 in 2025. The distinguished features and confident bearing belong to the actor who played a casino owner in the Ocean's films. That's Andy Garcia, who first gained fame in The Untouchables and The Godfather Part 3. He's 69 this year. The strong jawline and blue eyes belong to the eldest of the famous acting brothers. That's Alec Baldwin, who's gone from leading man to character actor to comedy star on 30 Rock. He's 67 in 2025. The Baldwin genes are strong in this brother who starred in Backdraft and Flatliners. That's William Baldwin, the second of the famous brothers. He's 62 this year. The youngest Baldwin brother still has that familiar smile and presence. That's Stephen Baldwin, who appeared in The Usual Suspects in reality television. He's 59 in 2025. The thoughtful gaze and boyish features belong to the actor who broke through in Dead Poets Society. That's Ethan Hawke, who's grown from young romantic lead to respected director. He's 54 this year. Almost there. Can you finish strong? The rugged good looks and strong presence belong to the actor often confused with Dylan McDermott. That's Dermot Mulroney, who starred in My Best Friend's Wedding and Young Guns. He's 61 in 2025. The distinctive features and intense gaze belong to the actor who wielded a sword in Highlander. That's Christopher Lambert, the French-American actor who told us there can be only one. He's 68 this year. The muscular physique and distinctive accent belong to the muscles from Brussels. That's Jean-Claude Van Damme, who kicked his way through dozens of action films. He's 65 in 2025. The athletic build and intense presence belong to the actor who brought Blade to life. That's Wesley Snipes, who combined martial arts with vampire hunting. He's 63 this year. The boyish good looks and blue eyes belong to the actor who joined the X-Men as Cyclops. That's James Marsden, who's shown his range from superhero films to musicals like Hairspray. He's 52nd in 2025. The soulful eyes and gentle presence belong to the actor who starred in Underworld and Felicity. That's Scott Speedman, the Canadian actor who's maintained a steady career. He's 50 this year. The ageless appearance and friendly smile belong to the actor who went from Clueless to the Marvel Universe. That's Paul Rudd, who seems to defy the aging process. He's 56 in 2025. The strong jaw and thoughtful expression belong to the actor who directed Argo and played Batman. That's Ben Affleck, who's had one of Hollywood's most interesting career trajectories. He's 53 this year. The friendly smile and intelligent presence belong to the actor who wrote Good Will Hunting with his best friend. That's Matt Damon, who went from indie darling to action star in the Bourne films. He's 55 in 2025. The charming smile and floppy hair belong to the British actor who stammered his way into our hearts. That's Hugh Grant, who evolved from rom-com specialist to character actor. He's 65 this year. The distinguished features and commanding presence belong to the actor who gave us Professor Snape. That's Alan Rickman, whose villainous Hans Gruber in Die Hard remains iconic. He passed away in 2016 at age 69. The imposing height and distinctive voice belong to the actor with a very particular set of skills. That's Liam Neeson, who transformed from dramatic actor to action star in his 50s. He's 73 in 2025. The laid-back demeanor and thoughtful expression belong to Hollywood's ultimate dude. That's Jeff Bridges, who will forever be the dude from The Big Lebowski. He's 75 this year. The boyish features and earnest expression belong to the actor who played Robin to Val Kilmer's Batman. That's Chris O'Donnell, who later found TV success on NCIS Los Angeles. He's 55 in 2025. The intense gaze and distinctive features belong to the actor who played the villain in Blade. That's Stephen Dorff, who's maintained a steady career in film and television. He's 52 this year. The blonde hair and charming smile belong to the actor who swashbuckled his way through The Princess Bride. That's Cary Elwes, who told us As You Wish, and later appeared in the Saw franchise. He's 63 in 2025. So how did you do? The average viewer only gets 18 right. Did you beat the odds? Drop your score in the comments and let us know which heartthrob transformations shocked you the most. If you enjoyed this blast from the past, hit that like button and subscribe for more nostalgic content. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next challenge. Until then, keep those dreamy memories alive.